Enclosed door blinds from ODL. More privacy, no dusting, and easy to install. Only from ODL. Enclosed door blinds from ODL. No dusting, no banging, and easy to install. Only from ODL.
Wouldn't it be great if you got to play to your strengths most of the time? You could find a role where you play to your strengths for most of your working day. I mean, how cool would that be? Well, it'd be cool, but the research shows that actually very few of us manage to get to that place. Or less than 2 out of 10 people say that they get to play to their strengths for most of the time. Well, for me anyway, that begs a question, and that question is, are you one of the 2 out of 10? And if you aren't, how do you get to be? Now, it wasn't always this way, was it? I mean, it wasn't always this way. When you were a kid, I mean, if you think back to when you were a kid, didn't you on some level kind of know instinctively what got you out of bed every day? You knew what classes you wanted to go to, or what teachers you wanted to hang out with, or what kids you wanted to go play with. You just knew instinctively what your strengths were, what strengthened you, and you kind of felt, maybe you couldn't articulate it, but you kind of felt that the world was going to wait for you, and one day you were going to pop out and your unique mark was going to be made on the world. But I think if you look carefully, you might find that what's really trapping you, what's really holding you back from playing to your strengths most of the day, isn't this other stuff, this external stuff, all of those external things, your boss, your company, your job description. It's what you believe.
There is this false, twisted idea out there among religious people that somehow you got to have it all together to have a relationship with God. That like somehow God's only looking for people who have no problems and have it all nailed down and can put on like the happy face all the time. And yet the scriptures speak directly against this kind of thinking. I mean, Jesus is even just straight ahead and he says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and heavy laden." I mean, the essence of salvation is crying out to God and admitting, I don't have it all together. It's admitting I am lost, I am hurting, and this sinful nature that I carry around with me has really screwed things up for me. And God, if you don't show me the way home, if you don't fix things, if you don't step in, I am dying here. And this kind of thinking is all throughout the scriptures. It's over and over again. God says to us, when you come to me with all your junk. Come to me with your problems. Come to me all screwed up, all messed up. Let me take care of it. Jesus even sets out looking for people. He even says this. He says, I'm not looking for the healthy. I came for the sick. It's interesting if you think about the storm from Trace's perspective. For Trace, the storm is his reality. He sees nothing else. The lightning and the thunder and the trees swaying and the raindrops and the water just dripping off him. It's all he knows. He sees no reality beyond this storm. What Trace doesn't realize is that as his dad, I would do anything to get him home. So at this point, Trace is shrieking at the top of his lungs in stereo right behind my head. And I stop, and I kneel down, and I take him out of the pack, and I pull him close to my chest, and I wrap my arms around him, and I hold him so tightly up against my heart. And for the last mile of our walk, the entire time, I bend over and I whisper into his ear over and over again, I love you, buddy. We're gonna make it. Dad knows the way home. We're gonna make it. I love you, buddy. And over and over and over again, through the storm, I carry him home, clutched tightly against my chest, whispering, I love you, buddy. We're gonna make it.
Hello. Living in an action-packed city can be tiring. Let's see how Denver natives handle it. I heard that.
The Denver Mattress Guest Room Special, held over until November 29th. Find name brand quality up to 50% less. Plus, no interest, no payments until 2008. Hurry in today. This is one event you'll want to stay awake for.
Denver Mattress. Made in Denver for sleep lovers everywhere.
My name is Jeff Bennett. Professionally, it all began for me in low-income housing with my two partners, my brother Bill and an American Express card.
Check this out.
Fast forward a few years, and things started to take shape for me. Today, I'm on a new mission. A mission to bridge the knowledge gap and level the playing field. You feel like maybe just once the answers could come easier? Ever feel like you never have enough? I'm not talking money, information. Let's face it, there aren't enough business cases to span the range of challenges you'll face as a business owner. So, for those of you who've played by the rules only to have them constantly change, for those whose vision has created opportunity for others, and for those who have risked it all to discover their potential, there's something I'd like to do for you. Welcome to the board.